So, if anyone hasn't actually seen this and you want to see, I can show I've played this a decent chunk. Balatro is a roguelike, poker-like game. But while it's poker, it's not poker-ish, or truly poker hard in general. Which deck? I can just go with the blue and speedrun to some degree. Not super. After I beat the third Ante's boss, I'll do the pull for Scorn. So, for the early parts of this, you want 300. One of the easier ways to get that is either a straight or a flush. And we have a number of discards to start with. 5 is going to be too low with the 6. This game is spiting me right now. Yep, not enough. But we'll be close. I should have kept the 5. Then we just need some amount of points left. And if anyone has any questions about this game, just let me know. I've actually done tutorial videos to this game. But very beginning, it's similar to poker. We're just scoring so much. So early on, our hands are worth this much, and just we can manipulate that. And while the high ones are worth a lot of points, a lot of times playing lower hands are better. This Joker in particular wants us to play a lot of small cards, which is fine, or small hands. We get times or plus 20 mult if we play a small hand, and doing that means that if you look over here, if we play a pair, it's usually 10 plus the value of our cards times 2. That would be 10 plus the value of the cards times 22, which early on is going to be very strong. So we're going to grab that. Another thing to get early on is just something that boosts our chips. Cards are worth plenty, but if we can get our chips boosted as well, that's nice. So we're going to dig for another Joker here. That was louder than I meant it to. And neither of these are very exciting. So we'll just grab the one that gives us a passive bonus that doesn't hurt. I'm out of money, so I can reroll for the heck of it. So we have plus 20 now. We don't actually have to do much of anything exciting right now. 30 times 22 is 660. Nice scaling up. Still louder than I mean it to be. Alright. So I mentioned a great strategy for this is actually getting chips going. Since we're trying to play a few cards, if we get the chip one, we can just kind of go for it. And then, even if I just toss a single card out right now, we get a couple thousand points. Still louder than I mean it to be. Go a little quieter. So these ones are great if you're doing flush runs, but as we are, not going to be super amazing. Hello, Royal. This is Balatro. Roguelike poker. I'm just kind of going through and explaining how to do stuff. The Arcana allows us to manipulate our deck, which is always good. We can put extra bonuses in there. Standard lets us find some stuff. For now, we're going to grab this. Each time you win, you get paid for the number of hands left. So this will pay for itself in 10 rounds. Or 10... Yeah. Yeah, 10 rounds. And then 3 of a kind we could do. We can still line up 3 of a kind with this, but we can build up other ways. And we'll just go. We know our hand does 12,000 or 2,000 or so we don't have to do anything besides toss a card out and move on. And that's the beauty of a nice mult and chip one. We're just going to be spending the rest of this time trying to build up. Pop into an Arcana. Double max money would only give us 4. We have nothing to fool. So, what we're going to end up doing, I think, is we're just going to turn the left card into the right card, so get ourselves an extra ace. Aces can be useful. So we're just going to focus our deck a little bit. And that gets us extra chips with that, but you usually don't need more than one chip card going. And since we're more than powerful, we're going to look at the skip blind, see it's a negative, which is a joker that will be free and not take up any space. So we'll just get a nice boost from that. And whatever, it doesn't matter right now. So this joker just gets stronger each time we re-roll. This joker allows us to re-roll for free once per. So this one's just going to keep getting stronger. You know what? We got time to build up. This one's a fun one. Let's just do booster packs each time. 50-50 chance of that. Which means we can just keep opening up stuff. We got the star, can convert things into diamonds. And we can just aim for going a little goofy with this run. So supernova is based on the number of times we've played a thing. So we can just keep tossing one card out there and building that one up. And just go for a single card, high card run. Oop. So this will upgrade our high card by 3 levels. Each time the high card's leveled up, I believe it gets 5 and 1. So 3 levels would make this decently higher. Oop, it was 10 and 1. So now the high card has a base of 35 and a times 4, which just gets us a little bit more strength there. So we can just toss the 1. The star will probably sell. We're not doing any sort of flushes this run. Don't need to go for 3 of a kind. We'll focus on this. Ah. This is actually a pretty rare find. This will give us a legendary joker, which are just fun. Of these, let's get rid of the Churro Pack one. And our legendary joker is Kings and Queens give 2 times mult when scored. So this would be much better if I was playing a bunch of Kings and Queens, and we could focus on that. But it will also just be funny if we just play single Kings and Queens. Because it will just make it worth 8 instead of 4, so not a huge bonus. But we'll skip along nicely. And we'll see if we can just get more Kings and Queens in our deck. None of these are. So what we're going to do is just make some cuts lucky. Those either give us some money or nice multipliers, if they go off. And we'll give ourselves more money that way. Reroll, check. We have some extra money. Check. Glass cards aren't bad for a backup. We can roll once more. And just go. Because instead of getting this one plus 10, once we get a little higher, we can do that. We can also build up different hands. So if we do something like 3 of a kind, that would get 3 kings or queens in there. And that would build faster, still trigger this, and trigger that a bunch. But as I said, just a high score run's kind of fun to do from time to time. Or high card run. So if we go with clubs, we get extra mult from it and 50 chips there. So that could be tempting, but we're not doing a bunch of stuff there. We whittle down our deck. This gets a little weaker, but not a big deal. Celestial packs open up a bunch of stuff. Pluto's our high card one. So we're just going to keep messing with Pluto for now. And we'll peek at the Buffoon pack. Anything fun in here? Doesn't look like it. Reroll to boost that. And then we'll just go. And I'm going to do last call on Scorn, because I actually zoomed right past Anti-3's boss. Play this. We might not get it in one go. But that's fine. Each time we play, Supernova gets slightly bigger. Madness is a fun one. It destroys random stuff, and on higher difficulties, they can be protected. This is one I wanted. What I really want... Oop, this is perfect. The blue seal, final poker hand of the round. It will create a planet that matches it. So it allows you to build up nicely. So if I can make a bunch of copies of that, or whittle down my deck beyond that, which this will weaken the blue joker, but nothing too crazy. Reroll. Lucky cards are fine. Give us malt or stuffs. No repeat hands this round, which could be bad, but we'll just start with the pair. That's not going to be enough, but it'll get us close. And what we're going to do... let's try to find this one, because I'm pretty sure we're going to do this just fine. And of note, cards can have a foil, a seal, and the effect on it, potentially. I can't play one of a kind twice, or pair twice. I think this is going to be enough. We're just going to go for it. Yep, just enough. So you will see, thanks to the blue seal, we're going to get the planet up there. Wait, why didn't I get a planet? I'm so confused. No, it needs to be my hand. That's what I did wrong. Never mind, I did that backwards. I needed to hold on to the blue seal and play any other one. Whoopsies. I'm a little rusty. No Pluto, so we'll take 3 of a kind. Reroll. Brainstorm is great. I think for now we'll get rid of half Joker. This one is just going to copy the leftmost, which means if we have this set up at the right time, we can do that. But this is about to become a 20 anyways, so this will be a 20 as well. So I can usually put it there just to remember the best. Pluto gets a buy and use. This is a 22 now, so this is a 22. And Supernova's just a 9. So this will be potentially one to get rid of at some point. So if we can find a nice multiplier, that would help. Okay. So this isn't going to matter too much. We're going to end up playing this king. It will get us about half of it. And then we're going to do the blue seal one properly this time, ideally. Nope, didn't end up drawing it. So my high card's up to 6. This would multiply that to 12, and then this would take it to 24, so that's worth 12. So it's kind of a decent little thing with that, but not amazing. Hello, Quits. How's it going? We might as well buy and use... Oh, it's not compatible with that. That to get more money. Look at our Celestial Pack. Physical therapy going all right for you? So what we're slowly doing here is also building up the 3 of a kind. As you can see, the 3 of a kind is better than high card. I'm mostly doing that as a backup just in case. Because we can just keep grabbing more kings. Modify our deck. We have 6 kings now, which helps protect us a little bit. Up our thing. I would love to make this go with just high cards because it's funnier. You know what? This isn't giving us a ton. Let's try a random joker. Oh, that didn't do much for us. One more reroll. Base cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give money, and it's a joker that is perfectly fine. Just pushing hard to get me more mobile. That's totally fair. And it is important that you just keep at it. There's no real shortcut to the recovery for that stuff. So, as much as I'm trying to do just high card because I can show now that this, the 3 of a kind, is building up nicely. That's worth 38,000 instead. So if I want to just go 3 of a kind, I could. I don't have anything better right now, so... And this will allow me to switch my queens into kings. I can peek at this one, too. Swashbuckler being worth 30 is probably more worthwhile than that. Let's see, if I'm doing 3 of them, the final 2... Oh, thank you for the follow, Waka. Hope you're having a good time. Always means a lot when people want to hang out with me. So let's see. Base 30 is not bad. I would have 9 times 2 times 2 times 2 right now. Yeah, I think that one's still technically a little bit better. We're going to keep looking for kings and whatnot. Another king. We're just trying to shove kings in the deck. Can only play 1 hand type. So we'll just see how our draws turn out. If we've got an easy 3 of a kind that looks good, we'll go with that. If we don't, we'll just go with our high cards. But we have the 2 queens. So we can just turn those all into kings. And we already know this gives us 30-some thousand. So she clear this no problem. We're just going to go heavy into kings. And there is 4 of a kind and 5 of a kind. So we could switch over to 5 of a kind if we want. This one's funny. Because if you find this right before the final boss, you can actually use this to survive the final boss as long as you have that. +1 hand size isn't bad if we're just trying to get more 5 of the kinds going. Death copies the left one. So if we do this, we are now up to, what, 8 kings, 9 kings, 10 kings. So as we continue to do this, it increases the odds we keep getting more and more kings. Reroll. Reroll. Double money. Increase our odds even more with a slightly bigger hand size. And we can try for the pack here. Nope, no king, so we skip. And we can just have more fun with negative jokers. So we didn't have much luck with that, but most of our deck's still kings. What we're going to do is just throw out all this. It's going to count as a pair. Actually, if I get rid of the 5, it'll be a high card, worth a decent chunk of points. That is sort of what I wanted. So what we're going to chase here... 2 more kings, please? So I said there's 5 of a kinds in the game, so we're just going to switch over to that. We get to play 5 of a kind here, which is a base 120 times 12, which you can see is already higher than our high card, and even higher than our thing there. This multiplies us by 2 for each king and queen we play. So this is going to have 2 to the 5th going on. before anything else goes. Which is just gonna build it up super big. And then we get a free 5 of the kind bonus here. Which, if it gets multiplied by 2 5 times, just goes nicely. Base card gives a bunch of chips when scored. That's going to go nicely with everything else. Then we're going to be looking for the 5 of the kind one. Don't have it, so we go back to high card. I could have stuck with high card, probably. But this build is funnier this way. Reroll to build that up. Stencil's not going to be great. But this one's just negative. Retrigger all cards played for the next 10 hands is going to be hilarious with 5 of a kind. We can build up 3 of a kind more for the heck of it as a backup plan. And yeah, that's just going to keep building that. I actually should probably do it this way. This is just adding 44. If I copy that instead whenever we're ready, that is just going to go goofy. All face cards are debuffed. Alright, this one's going to be slightly meaner. Because this isn't going to trigger it all. But that is fine. Not a big deal. So what we're trying to do still is get a 5 of a kind going. Because even without these being buffed, it's still worth 190 times 18 to start with. So we're not going to trigger that, or that, or that. We're still going to get a chunk of chips and a bunch of malt. And it's still worth a decent chunk. So we're just going to have to kind of go through. And just a single high card is better than 2 pair. So we just get cute with this. And we just missed it, but that's fine. And back up 3 of a kind. It's a bit of a shame we had to waste a bunch of checks on this. Bad boss one for us, but that's fine. We look for more kings in here. We got a bunch of kings, so we are gonna just grab some kings. And we'll peek at the buffoon pack. Contains a flush. Already been played. Both of these multipliers aren't bad, but we're not playing flushes. We're ideally going to be going in one go. Invisible Joker is fun, because if we can copy this one or Brainstorm, it could be very useful. So what we're going to do, we're getting plenty of chips from this one, as long as our face cards are working. We're going to sell this one and slot in there. We could also have fun with this one, as this would guarantee all our face cards give us money. But I think we're all right there. DNA is also useful because we can just keep putting more kings in there, including the Blue Seal King. Let's get rid of the one free reroll. So if I can get lucky and get the Blue Seal King in the hand. We can just play it and go. We are unfortunately going to be wasting Seltzer with this if I just go for more kings. So since I didn't pull the Blue Seal King, we are just going to go for this. Oop, I should have been copying this one. Our number would be so much higher with that. So there's 43 million. If I play this correctly next time, it will be decently higher than that. Create 2 random tarot cards, sure. Lover, Sun, we don't care about suit. We're gonna mess with our Arcana stuff. Of these, we will just double our money. Oh, we get 2 of them. We got enough kings. Let's have some fun with glass cards. And yeah, we could do another glass card. Reroll to make that one a little bit bigger, and then next round. And we'd be smart and move that down. So I'm going to try for that blue seal king again. No good there. All right, so we have this set over here. So each time of these get played, it's going to get 2 times. Because of the seltzer, these are all going to be played twice. And at the end, the glass card is going to give 2 times. See, I thought 43 was a good amount. Have some fun with this. Uh, 1.782 E11. Ooh, we can increase our 5 of kind base by a little bit, which is going to help. We might be able to get more out of the Celestials. And we're getting good money out of the 1, too. Back up 3 of a kind. More Planet X. Oh, Invincible Joker is all set. Let's duplicate a random Joker and see what we get. Business card was one of the worst ones we could get. Oh, we've got our blue seal. So we're going to waste 1 playthrough of Seltzer to get the blue seal back in our hand that way. Never mind. We're getting a high card play from that. We spin? Nope. Don't really need any of those. Buy and use that. We can increase our high card for the heck of it. Got 4 more Rands of Seltzer. This is a bit of a shame of a boss. Because we want this one all the way to the left and Brainstorm be copying it. But we can watch after the first one. We'll be able to tell where DNA is and where Photograph is. So this is actually too powerful for us to copy right now. Wait, I can weaken it. If I put that there, and that there. That should weaken it just enough. Never mind. It's still too powerful. Let's get rid of this one and try a random luck here first. Yeah, we don't care about that. None of those are worthwhile. Redeem this, increase our odds of holographics and whatnot. Alright, the trio's not a bad one. If we're playing 3 or 5 of a kind, this is going to give us triple points. Or triple multiplier. So that seems like a perfectly fine way to go about it. So my 1 is still too strong. So we're not going to be DNAing that anytime soon. We can get 90k off that right now. So instead, what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to go goofy for a while. Got 2 more hands of Seltzer. E11. And we can boost this some more. Yes, as you might be able to tell, I've played a decent amount of this game. It's still fun just messing around with it. I don't really need more of that. What would be nice is if I got, like, the bull. You know what? Space Joker is going to be better than the duplicate at this point. Alright, so I know this one doesn't need to be there. I'm pretty sure regardless of our order, our 5 of the kind is strong enough. So we're just going to play it and get another bonus hand. We're going to lose a lot of scoring potential after our seltzer breaks, which is this next round. So that there, we still duplicate it for a bunch of stuffs. Arcana. We'll just see how far into Endless we can go to end this. Ooh, another soul. So, Seltzer's gonna run out real... Oh, it's a negative anyway. So our... We get rid of this one. We get lucky, we get the face card ones done. ×1 whenever a face card's destroyed. Okay. So we're glass carding a lot of our stuffs anyway. So if our glass card goes off, we will be able to make that Joker bigger, and that will help. So we're gonna glass card this one. An order of cards matter. This will go at the end for the biggest multiplier. So this is gonna be our last super duper duper big hand. But we're gonna see how long we can go. If I can destroy some face cards, this will keep getting bigger. And we'll eventually maybe be able to make up for the other stuff's going on. Oh, this should be at the end too. That's why our hand was down. Looking for more Planet X at this point. Don't have it, so we could skip. But 3 of a kinds are always nice backups. If you can get your deck down, this one's really good. I cannot currently get my deck down that much. Just doing some rolling and looking for stuff. That will keep building up that one. And like, we can still probably do better than Photograph. That's just giving it ×2 at the beginning. Before the other mult is added. But it's not a bad thing for us right now. 4, 5. Try to get some more kings in here. Okay. We have an amusing amount of kings this time, including all of our gold seals. We can't actually hold 3 of the planets, but we will get 2 from this. So our hands aren't as big anymore. Which reminds me, I still haven't given away the one. Thanks for the hydration, Ara. But we're still doing 100 million. And we're just going to build up Planet X more and more as a base and multiply it over and over. More Planet X. I switched this back, right? Yes. Oh, we got nothing exciting going there. We need our discards. Kind of looking for the bull. The bull would be a nice extra thing to go on. But this one's negative Joker anyway. All diamond cards are debuffed. Oh no. I mostly just care about kings. I think a lot of my kings are indeed diamond cards, though. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are still worthwhile. So they're not going to trigger quite the same, but they will still count towards 5 of a kind, giving us 2 more planet stuffs. So definitely still worthwhile. And with the glass cards and everything else, which still aren't breaking for me. Plenty going on there. Arcana packs. We want to destroy some face cards if we can. Ooh, we can, and they're not even kings. So destroying those makes that a ×3 mult now. Which is significant, because it just triples our score. Anything else I want to do with here? And we'll just try our luck with this. Oh, we won. Brainstorm now gives us 50 chips. That's up to 88. You are right. I didn't quite give you the whole key, did I? Give me a second. I didn't put it in there quite right. Is that one from this one? Yes. Sorry about that. That's what I cut off. The beginning of it. Sorry. Now you should be all good to go. Alright, we already nicely have our blue seals. Just aiming for a few more kings here. I have to use the gold one. That's fine. If our glass breaks, it gets bigger. If our glass doesn't break, we still have the 2 times around, so not a big deal. But we're slowly rebuilding into nice numbers again. It's going to take a while before we get to E11 again, unless I find another seltzer. Arcana. Hermit. We'll just get more money. Celestial. Don't have the one we need, so we'll just do more 3 of a kind as a backup. Though, quite frankly, if we need our backup at this point, we're probably in a lot of trouble. One, two, three, four. Got the second one. Move you down at the end. Oh, I need to use one of the gold card ones. One of the glasses has a chance to die to increase this one again. We're at 4 times for that one. It did break, so we're at 5 times for that one now. Oh no, it's counting 4 already from that. Interesting. I didn't know if you hovered over it, if it would do that. So it's for more Planet X. Nope. Reroll. Might as well take 45. Reroll, reroll. And we can reroll once more. We'll just keep going for now. Throw away these. I really wouldn't mind copying some of my kings some more. I want to have a chance of keeping the blue sealed king in there. I'm on a boss. There we go. So we know by the ordering that these have to be kings because they're in the middle of the kings. So we're going to try our luck with just this. I hope that... Well, we know that one's at least a blue seal. We're hoping that one is, too. Up to 5. Only the one blue seal. But we're still at 5 billion. So things scale up very quickly. Okay. This is not the one I thought it was. All planet cards and celestial packs are free. Not a big deal. We're making plenty of money. It's not a bad one to have in general, though. Looking to make more kings. So we want copy left and right. Or something like that. Oh, no extra kings there either. So steel cards just increase mulch by 1.5. You can keep it in your hand, it's nice. So I guess we'll just do that for now. Reroll. Reroll, reroll, because each reroll keeps building up that more. Reroll. It's a small boost, but not enough. Yeah, you can see we're already up to 7 million. It just keeps getting up way faster going forward. I am in danger of not having enough kings later, but should at least have one king playthrough. This is good enough. This will get us 2 more Planet X's. No glasses to help boost it even more. Continue Arcana, try to make some more kings. Death will work. Turn this 4 into a glass card there. Because the more kings we have that get killed, the more our deck's smaller, and the more this will grow. Which is just a nice thing to have. I don't care too much about the other stuff, but I guess yeah, nah, let's just try Wheel of Fortune. Nope. Celestial Pack, we're just looking for the Planet X. Planet X is level 20. And as you can see, the base number of that is pretty darn big now. Reroll, 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 reroll. Actually, I've been silly for a while. You should go away. There's no reason I shouldn't have the ballot over that, because I get ×2 already for the first one. So the extra play will just give us extra stuff going on with that. All right. And I like glass cards at the end, but it doesn't really change too much. It's a multiplicative property, so either do that for money or this for more glass. So we'll just play the grass card a ton. Thanks for the hydrations. And we're back up to E11. Celestial Pack, more Planet X, more Planet X. Our goal is just to keep building this and scaling up. We're going to lose eventually. Money, no extra things. So we build up money more. Oh. Does something. Don't really care about that hour. One extra card shop in the slot or shop is always good. Glass card is good. I can reroll again. Lucky Cat would be fun in a different deck. And this is carrying all the mult we need to be multiplied by that. Though even then, this isn't doing a ton for us anymore. Like, really, if we can get another multiplier going in some form, that would be better. Over this, or some other stuffs. But it's a negative joker, so it doesn't actually matter. These three are all negatives, so they don't count against my hand total. Ooh, I missed what boss this was. That's fine. How afraid am I? I'm not very afraid. We're playing these, so they'll trigger all the multiplications. But, yeah. Even with the reductions, not a big deal. Hanged Man is good. It'll allow us to destroy some of the lower ones still. Oh, I can't even level up a hand I have been building up. Reroll, 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 reroll. I'm looking for very specific things. Reroll. Like, the buildup on that gets slower and slower, but that is fine. Okay. Not my ideal, but boost that more. And we turn you to a glass. So we go glass, glass, da da da. Need to just keep building up stuff. It looks like one of my glasses are being destroyed. Five E11. Let's see how high we can get this. Celestial Pack. More Planet X. More Planet X. That is better than this, right? This happens early on, this happens after the fact. Yeah. Worst case, it's equivalent. Reroll, reroll. Death is a good one. Reroll, next round. So we'll just turn that into that right away. Discard, discard, and we're slowly just making our deck smaller and more focused. Five of a Kind will trigger everything. One of our glass cards gets destroyed again. I messed this up. I need the hanging thing back and sell the trio instead. Our score reduced quite a bit. We're still alright for a bit, but no longer at E11. Yeah, I don't care about doing the animations anymore. Might as well chariot for the heck of it. Hangman's a really good one. Temperance is great. Banana would be useful, but not as exciting. No, seltzer. Okay. Get rid of this one for now. Slide the seltzer back in. Hello, Boo Punk VTuber. How's it going? All face cards are drawn face down, which is dangerous. That being said, we know the order will be this is the highest. So we're gonna Hanged Man. That was really dumb of me. I thought I had death. Let me try to fix that. We're gonna play this as safe. Glad you're doing good. As safe as I can. So the nice part about us doing kings and not queens means that they should all be sorted on the side here. I am wasting so much seltzer on this because I just deathed a bunch of my kings, which is a shame. E13. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, doing a little casual Balatro for the heck of it. I haven't done it in a while. We're gonna fool. Reroll, reroll, reroll. Just kind of look around and boost that thing some more. So our run's probably gonna only last as long as our seltzer. So what we're gonna do is just skip repeatedly at this point. It's a lot of fun. I've played it a ton. I'm just playing on the easier settings right now. Wait, save the queen. And just going goofy with it for this. I've been meaning to replay it for a while. Let's call that good enough. Discard you. King, king, king. Actually, that one. It's a game I really enjoyed, and it's winning awards for good reasons. It's just well designed. It makes a lot of sense. Plus, numbers go up just feels good in general. Yay, E14. How many kings do I have left? Only 9 after my mistake. Eek. Oh, thank you for the follow. Always means a lot when people want to hang out with me, as it says. And I just have a lot of fun bouncing off chat. Let's earn more interest. We need to make more kings. I need some deaths. Hermits will also work to some degree. Just because... Ooh, death. Or, not hermit. I'm making so many mistakes. Death is fine. Death will turn that 2 into a king. Thanks. Yeah, it's made with V-Roid, and I've done a lot of customization with it, but I do find it adorable myself. Oh no, ads just hit. Keep rolling. I don't think I have any queens left to turn, but if I do, I can try. I don't think you can hear me right now, so I'll respond with type real quick. Alright, we're gonna get a spectral pack for the expensive, or side thing. Blue seal is gonna be good. We will throw that on that one. I didn't mean to play this hand. Bad Haru. You're making so many dumb mistakes. So you able to hear me right now? I wasn't sure if you could because the ad's triggered. If not, I can wait another minute and a half. It's the reason I wasn't responding too much right now. Hey, Metal. Oh, I'm in actually a lot of trouble. I didn't see how high this got up to. I'm just about done, Metal. I think I'm dying. Most of the levels... Oh yeah, I don't have another thing going. I got 2 hands left. How many kings do I have left? 2. Got a small chance to survive this. Nope, I did not get the 5 of a kind again. So not really anything I can do. Anyway, ads will be back in a second. I can add this stuff. The stuff I wanted to say. Vroid is actually a free way to make models, and that's how mine was made. And then if you're just looking for a model in general, like Fiverr, Etsy, you can buy some pre-made ones, usually for pretty cheap that are already rigged, etc. As for this game, it works kind of like poker roguelike. So we get a lot of jokers that affect stuff, and I have a bunch of them already, and we're in late game right now. And unfortunately, I don't have time to do another early game. But these will modify everything that happens. We're able to modify our deck as well. I unfortunately missed the single card I needed left in my deck to have a chance to get through this. There's exactly 1 card left in my deck, and it is the king I needed to get the 4 of a kind. Or 5 of a kind. But because you're able to modify everything, it's possible to get 5 of a kinds and flush 5s, etc. And we're just playing poker hands to try to get scores. As the score, we're in super high score mode now. But you are able to just kind of build them up. And while it has the basis of poker, and it is familiar that way, as you can see, because of how I was playing stuff, me playing a single high card is worth 115 chips plus my card amount times 12. That is actually higher than if I played the 4 of a kind right now. As that's only 60 bonus chips times 7 at the end. Unfortunately, I do have a bunch of stuff that multiplies, so the high card's not of big interest. But you're able to build up all of these into a lot of stuff. It's just a nice, very layered game with a foundation of poker. But you don't need to know poker, how to play it really beyond this type chart. You just build up towards these things. Knowing odds isn't a bad thing because it helps you focus your deck and make it so you can increase your odds. But while it feels like you should be mostly aiming for these ones, usually the strongest builds to just win are the 2-pair, or high card. Totally card counting to some degree, as you can just always look at what's in the deck and try to figure out. I knew I had the king and a couple other cards, but you're trying to make sure that you're always going to get there. You start with so many discards and so many hand plays, and you're trying to beat a score. I can probably... Here, let me lose this. Start fresh real quick, just to show you how it compares early on. I just can't finish the next run. It's only going to be a few million. At best. Yeah, let me... So there's a bunch of different decks you can play that slowly unlock. So let me actually fully tutorial the beginning for you real quick. I can't finish this one, Metal. I have somewhere to be in 30 minutes or so. So, no way I can finish this one. But I can go through the beginning stuff. For anyone that's interested in Balatro before I quit, you can see all our scores are back down to normal right now. And our blinds, just looking for 300 points, 450s, 600 at the beginning. So usually a good way to start off here is going to be either the straight or the flush, as both of those aren't too bad to get, but they are worth a decent chunk of change and ×4. So we're just going to discard. There's no punishments for the discards. And then we got enough here that we're going to clear this one round in one round. Reason you want to do that, for each remaining hand you have, you get $1. So if you can clear it in one round, that is always a good way to go about it. There are videos on the numbers. Now that we have money, we can spend that money to modify stuff. This one, for each queen left in our hand, we get plus 13 mult. The mult is the red number on the right side that we multiply everything with. So plus 13 is a multiplier and just makes everything huge. For getting each hand. Yeah. And initial statistics follow base poker rules, but as you modify your deck, you can make certain hands more likely. Like straights, I do not love going for straights. It's really hard to make a deck that always guarantees you straights. It's not the worst, it's possible. But like, since there's cards that allow you to turn other cards into, say, hearts, you can quickly increase the odds of getting a flush. Same of the kinds. Since you can convert cards, grab cards. Like the last run I had 13 plus kings in a 50-card deck. That's not that hard to get 3, 4 of a kind out of. Oh, this is way better than actual poker. I don't actually like poker. I don't really have fun playing it. I don't love the mind games. I don't love the statistics. My father was way into poker, so I watched enough that I absorbed a lot of the statistics. But this is just numbers go up with the poker theme, and a very well-designed roguelike on top of it, as it just lets you focus your deck and always build up. Your first win's probably going to take a while unless you follow good advice. But like this one, I could just aim for a bunch of queens in my hand and they give extra mult. It would carry me for a while for a little bit. Extra cards in your deck do make it harder to focus your deck, but sometimes they're that. There's always been a ton of roguelike games, and the nice part about the roguelike games are... I guess we'll go with Heart Flush real quick. That, as long as you have a good idea for it and balance for it, like especially the roguelike deck builders, they tend not to be that expensive to make. Yep, I quite enjoy a lot of roguelikes. I do a ton of Zelda stuff in general, and like I will be playing a roguelike Zelda game later tonight called Dungeons Infinity. It's a fan-made game and just a lot of fun. Each reroll would do that. We're just gonna save our money. And I hit reroll instead. That's fine. We're not going super far. So, as we get to the boss here, and each ante has a boss, you have a small blind, big blind, and then the boss. I really need to play more Hades at some point. The boss is going to do random stuff. As you can see, our cards are debuffed here. What that means is they do not count as their value for scoring, for triggering any of these, or their suit for triggering any of these. However, they still count as the card for purposes of making stuff. So I won't get any bonus from the queen there, but I can play this as a high card that's 5 times 1, and I would still get the times 13 there. Not the best idea. What's better is doing this, and just getting the 13 at the end and easily clearing this. Yeah, I need to play more Hades. I've had a lot of fun with Dungeon of Infinity. I really like Balatro. I really like Slay the Spire. I'm really into a lot of the card-based ones, which is why it wasn't surprising that I got deep into this one. I'm still waiting for the message from Celia that they're on their way home. I can't go anywhere there. I did not play much Dead Cells. So one of the problems for me is I don't love Souls games, and Dead Souls seems to have just a bit more souls in it than I want. Alright. We're gonna have a little fun. So I talked about straights not being something I love. Club, pair. We'll go with this one for now. There are some great jokers that can help you with that, though. Four Fingers is one of them. Can be made with 4 cards. The other one is you can skip cards. And if you find them both, a straight build can be huge. Ultimately, especially flushes and straights, you would love it so you have your deck stuff. Go. So the straights are so hard to get because if I'm just going for a flush, I can turn my entire deck into the suit I'm aiming for. If I'm just going for so many of a kind, I can just turn my deck into a bunch of that cards. Usually I have a second card that I'm building up to, so maybe aces or jacks, and jacks. When you're going back to the hands, if I can turn my entire deck into the same suit or close to it, getting a flush, trivial. If I turn my entire deck into the same card, like all aces, getting 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind, pair, trivial. If I'm doing a bunch of like aces and jacks, getting 2 pair, full house, 2 pair, pretty trivial. The reasons the straights end up being so hard is because the easiest way to get a straight to build your deck up would be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, etc., and getting rid of the rest of the deck. So there's just the cards for the straight. The problem with that is you only pull 8 or 9 cards. So if we say just start with all of these, it's not impossible for me to pull 10, 10, 10, 8, 7 for trying to get the straight. So I discard the 10s, and then maybe I get some 9s and whatnot to go on top of it. Or 10, 10, 10, 8, 8, 7. So you can make your deck work decently for straights, but no matter how tightly you make it, aside from getting it down to just a couple cards, there is always a chance that when you draw, you don't pull it again. And like, as long as you're beating the game where each time you play your hand, you just beat it, which is what I'm currently at stage-wise, I believe. I am looking for queens to build up the back stuffs. I don't think... Oh, there's one. So, like, with this, I'm going to have a small chance to get a bonus from the hearts. Flushes and straights can be played with that. I'm not playing that. But I have a queen in my hand that's going to give plus 13, and a pair will give 50 chips. So we're going to get a couple thousand points for this hand. 2,000. I'm clearing this in 1, so as long as I can do that, straights are perfectly fine. And there's a couple really good jokers for building up straights. But if you're going to need to play multiple hands of it, it's just somewhat dangerous to go for a straight build, especially until you get it whittled down a lot. But, like, if I pull a standard card here, ace, queen, queen, 7, I pull this ace, I suddenly have increased odds of getting stuff for the aces. So that's why the straights end up being so hard, despite all the other stuff going. But like I said, there's the jokers that do this and that. The big problem with these ones, and why, especially if I'm doing a flush build, I eventually want to get rid of Four Fingers, is they only give you the bonus of being able to play those cards. And each of these joker slots are very valuable. So we are looking for heart flushes here and some extra queens. That is how our build is right now. So we're just going to discard what we can. We get more if we don't have that queen in there. We can play with 4 here. Let's go there. But hi, Fan4. Just doing a little tutorial for people real quick on Balatro. I was doing a game because I've been wanting to stream this again for a while. But hadn't been able to. I will also note I'm about to pull the gift myth stuff. So if you're interested in the Invincible, it's just exclamation gift. But that being said, I'll probably finish to this boss here. This one here. And then I'm going to have to go for it. And this boss is a potential end runner boss with certain builds. Because all the bosses have different stuffs going on. Alright, Fan4. So, this boss in particular, I've got no discards. The only way I can aim to discard stuff is by playing hands. So, it can be very dangerous for other stuff. But there. We cleared this, and I am pretty much out of time. So, I hope that helped with the whole, how to play it.